What's up, guys? Welcome back again to VHP Engines. I said earlier, if you guys were paying attention on social media, that I was going to do a quick update here. I know that most guys don't enjoy the fucking newsy shit, but I will drop some newsy shit again because just as much as I know that people don't like news videos, I know that people hate reading more. So, explanation here. My Integra has been on the back burner for the entire time I've been here. And I had it for a very long stretch of time before I brought it here with me. You know, I refused to let it go when I left fucking Florida because I knew how hard it would be to find a replacement up here, and I was very much correct on that. So I don't regret bringing it up here, but I've been salty with myself for not being able to finish it because I stripped it down, and I was going to use parts from the car that I bought for the car that got stolen. I was going to swap over, but they were the wrong size. Because even though Civic and Integra parts are interchangeable, they're only interchangeable if you use the entire assembly, which only had parts of it. So I have to get other parts to make it work, or fucking rebuy everything that I'd already bought before. And of course, for some of you guys that have been watching, know my fucking financial situation is not in the best fucking. It's not the best right now. So I started looking at, instead of looking at entire assemblies like hub assembly and all that shit, I decided to start looking at what I have. And instead of, I really wanted to buy everything brand new because I really want to do the car justice when it's finished. I don't want it to be shoddy, but at the same time I can't really afford to get everything. If I wait to have enough money to buy all the parts I need, it's gonna be fucking forever. So what I decided to do was take a double look at everything that I have still that I stripped off the car and see what I can recover. Now, the wheel bearings and shit weren't bad to begin with. They weren't bad, but it didn't hurt to put brand new ones on. So I don't regret stripping it down to do what I'm doing, but I am going to be I'm going to reuse the rotors. I'm going to reuse the calipers. I am going to buy new brake pads, and I am going to buy new studs for the hub, and I'm going to buy new bearings. So for you guys that follow me on Instagram, you see that I posted the pictures of the hubs. I picked up the hubs I had. Luckily for me, I didn't damage them too bad when I was taking off. Only one of them has a scar in it from my cutter. But I didn't. Lucky enough for me, I decided, or fortunately enough for myself, I decided not to destroy it and to just wait. And now that scar on there isn't nowhere near deep enough where I would be, cause for concern for me. So I took the hubs to work. I took a friend's cutter wheel, and I cut the races off the hub. Came off clean. I cleaned up I took all the rust and shit off of it. I took out the bad studs. I think studs are like $1 a pop at the auto parts, so I'm gonna buy those local. And then I just now ordered the bearings, and they should be here. They're coming from New York, so they'll be here in a couple of days most likely. Or they'll probably be here by Monday, but then the following weekend I'll put them on, because guys, that I do most of my shit during the weekends. So the weekend afterwards I'll put the hub assembly back together in the knuckle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up the knuckles, probably paint them, and get them prepped and ready for reassembly. And I'm gonna take my old rotors and give those a really good cleaning. Put those back together. I'm gonna clean up and paint the calipers. Probably gonna paint them black. I'm not big on that flashy red shit. I'm gonna repaint the calipers. The calipers aren't damaged, so I'm gonna go ahead and reuse them. And eventually down the road, because I have no intentions of getting rid of this Integra, so eventually down the road, I'll probably will upgrade everything to brand new status and shit. But for right now, at least, I can go ahead. And even though I'm not going to buy the brake pads right now, I'll probably buy those in a couple weeks. The important thing is getting the knuckle and hub assembly, the front assembly of the car, back together on all four wheels, so I can push the fucking car into my shop. Now I know for you guys, this seems like it's such a trivial thing. Like, why the fuck I don't work on the car in the driveway? Well, I just don't like to work in the sun. And I don't like to work where everybody can see me, even though everybody can see me around here as old people, and nobody really fucks with my shit. I'm not out in the country, but I'm definitely far enough out of the way from the city, from the main town, where nobody's really gonna find me unless I bring you here. But the point is, I like to work during the night times too. Like, if you guys have watched for a long term, it's extremely rare that you see me working in the shop, whereas during the daytime, it's usually nighttime when I work. It's cooler, obviously, and that's just the time I'm more active. So the weekends and nights is when I'm going to work on the car. So I'll bring the car into the shop, and once I do that, then I'll pop the fucking hood, start looking at mocking up the turbo kit. And thanks to one of you guys on here, this is one of my subscribers that sent me fucking injectors. So I'm not going to need to buy injectors. So I'll mock up the turbo kit, get that on there. I'll rebuild that turbo like I've been saying for almost a year now that I was going to do. So that'll be a video. And I'll walk you guys with me through the steps of putting the turbo shit on there and getting that all situated. And once I have it all back on all fours and shit again, then I guess it's just and the turbo kit's all mocked up. It's just be waiting to save money for a tune. Yeah. So hopefully once I get the car back on all fours, I can start with it right away. And like I've said on here a couple times before too, I really want to paint the Integra and shit. So you know, sand it down, get the paint, nothing special or fancy, but I just like I wanna get the car all one solid color. I'm probably gonna paint it red. One of I think the passenger fender was fucking destroyed in the process of moving up here because my fucking hub assembly literally fell apart. Thank you, Blake, you fucking dick. Cause shit was stripped apart, the fucking ball joints and everything were destroyed. They were horrible bad. So so I bought new upper control arms and shit like that. I bought new lower control arms. All that stuff's gonna go back together. I think there's a couple of things I can go ahead and start putting on the car now, so that way it's less shit to have to put on when the hubs come. So there's a good chance that this weekend I'll go out and fuck around with that. Although because I'm out in the open and stuff, and I'm still camera shy around doing it around the mass public, I don't know if I'm gonna take too much videos. If you follow me on Snapchat, I might pop in with some snaps there while I'm working on it, so you can see that shit there. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I want to mention as far as subscribers or just commenters in general, if you happen to be new to the channel and you are watching this video, I get a lot of questions, you know, that are kind of frustrating for me. One, because like, what's kind of frustrating is like, you know, like if you're a mechanic right now and you work in a shop somewhere, one of the mottos for safety is like take two and think about what you're doing, right? And if you got a question for me, take two and think about what you're gonna ask, because sometimes it can make you come off looking dumb. And I'm not trying to judge people for being silly or whatnot. Like I don't want to scare anybody from asking questions, but it's a common trend for you guys to ask me, or for some of you guys to ask me a question that is literally the title of the video, and I'm like, did you watch the video, or did you just click on the video, pause it, and ask the question, and hope I would answer? I don't get it. You know, and this is not just one guy. I mean, I'm talking about it now because I literally just answered another one of those type of questions right before I started shooting this video, and you know, the questions like, it's on the high compression boost. Can I use B16 pistons in an LSV with a GSR head? Will that work? That is a moderately high compression setup. In the video, I say that high compression turbo is something that's, you know, plausible. You can do it. So what the fuck is the answer to that question that you just asked me that's in the title video or in the content there? You know, and it's not just that one. I swear to God, this is quite frequent. If I were to go through and, you know, maybe I'll do this one day when I'm fucking bored, go through and just fucking look at my comments and like screenshot these questions I get and then post them, like, it's kind of like, wow, common. I don't mind asking questions, but a lot of times if they're like really just fucking out in left field, or, you know, I'd rather have friendly conversations with you guys than just answering tech questions. Also too, I know there's a lot of new subscribers, and I think that everybody falls into the same shit with, you know, not wanting to go to the home channel. They're watching my content, subscribing to my channel, but they're not actually going to the channel. You guys are just going from video to video, whatever in the suggested list. If you want to know if I did a video based on a certain fucking topic, open the goddamn channel and look for it. I spoon feed some of you guys, especially when I know you're new, and it's not because I'm trying to coddle you, make you stay or whatnot. It's just that, you know, just to let you know that I give you some interaction here, that I am willing to communicate with you guys. I am willing to talk and all that shit. But, you know, help me help you again. You know, if you watched the 1 or 2 videos and I fed you a couple videos, then you're like, damn, you know, he's actually got a lot of shit that I'm asking for. Take the initiative. Maybe you're off somewhere on your phone and you're going through like that. When you go home, open your fucking desktop or your laptop and go through the channel and look at my uploads. I promise you, when the window opens up, it shows a lot of videos at one time. So it's really easy to pick through. And if you go to my fucking pin video, I literally give instructions on how to easily, quickly navigate this fucking channel. That's all there. Alright, so that's it. Rant's done. Update's done. I am going to make another video very soon. I think I might even make it as a follow-up to this one. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is just in case I decide not to. So you'll see it tomorrow. It's not listed in the list of shit that I was going to talk about. Alright guys, peace. Thanks for watching.